Hey guys and dolls, happy Juneteenth. And if you guys and dolls, if some of you guys and dolls don't know what day that is the day that we celebrate the end of slavery for Black Americans. And that being said, come on in, grab a drink and a seat, and let's have a dolly chat. Now, have you seen by the title, Ms.Ruth has struck again. And she came by with another box of dolly goodies. And the box was much bigger, but we're going to just, take one thing at a time so that I don't get overwhelmed and that you don't get overwhelmed, because it was a very generous box. So as you can see, let's take a look. Okay, this is a Jenny case, guys. I was floored. Do you hear me? Floored. But I kept my crybabiness in check. So let's look at the outside. It's in very good condition. Look at the side. Very, very good. I'm gonna try not to keep you guys and dolls very long, because I know some of you might be celebrating, and doing things, or but here's the logo down there. And I'm gonna even show you the bottom, guys. Here you go, and here's the other side. When you open it, got a little snap, and we're back to the front again. Looks like, here's the top, looks like a little house. So why don't we just open it up and take a look inside? All right, here we go. Bam, look at that, guys. Look at that. Look what's inside. Woohoo! A mint condition Jenny. Isn't that the most gorgeous thing? Isn't that the most precious thing? Now, guys and dolls, I don't think that this doll has ever been undressed. Her coat is still hooked to her dress. It has never been taken apart, I don't believe. And look at this. Now her stand is on her. I'm not going to even try to remove this, but she is in a wonderful condition, guys. Look at that. Her head turns, eyes still work, arms, she is strung, still tight. Look at this. Look at her shoes. She has her little shoes. Look at her little shoes. They have the logo on, little red socks. All right. She is perfect, guys. She is perfect. Look at that. I could not have asked or dreamed of a better gift. But this is only part of what was in that box. But let's look at this. All right. And let's look and see what else is in here. All right. As you can see, the stand has a little bar. And I imagine this may have came with hangers, but there's no hangers. But hey, who can ask for anything else, okay? Nobody. And let's look at some of, look. This is filled to the brim with outfits. Look at this little dress. Just wonderful, wonderful. Look and check that out. The little outfits. You've got some little shoes. Okay, now some of these, I did look at some of these with Miss Ruth, because, she's not a doll collector. These belong to her mother-in-law. And we've got tights. And so I did go through some of the things, but she didn't get to see this Jenny that was in the box. And look at this. Looks like a little clown outfit. That's what I thought. And look how well made. And I think there's some panties in there. Yes, yes. This looks like this goes together, I think. I could be mistaken. Look at this little skirt. In the top. And look at that little hat. Isn't that the cutest thing? I'm going to try to go faster, guys. And this is a skirt that seems to be like a homemade skirt. And I don't think this goes with her. But you know how it is. Us doll collectors, we always got a doll that could wear something. And look at this. This is just right for spring. Just right for the hot weather. And there's a little wig. You know, I have a doll that'll fit that. All right, and look at this. All right, and this is a little, I think this is a little capelet, I want to say, that goes with that little hat. That's what I'm thinking it is. All right. And look at this little sweater. Just wonderful. It's made out of felt, I guess, or wool. I look at this little outfit. This is so cute, guys. Y'all know how I feel about ironing, but you know, I might just get out my iron. Hey, huh? And look at the little tights. And there's a little ribbon for the hair. More tights and stockings. Okay, there's the little beret that probably goes with that red dress. This is gonna make a great little Christmas dress. All right, if I ever get the nerve to take her clothes off. Look at this dress. This is one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Look at that perfect eyelet. Lovely, just beautiful, beautiful. Guys and dolls, they don't make them like this anymore. They don't make them like this anymore, especially with the price tag. But look at that, look at that. Inside and out, look at the craftsmanship on these. Just look at it. And this was an amazing gifts. Look at that. Look at these little pants. I just love these. You know, if these were my size, I would rock these. I would rock these. And look at this. Look at this little skirt. Look at that. Just gorgeous, gorgeous. We have so many lovely outfits. And here's a little nightie. I don't know if that, yeah, that fits. That looks like it'll fit her. Hey. And we got, there's a little red shoe that will go perfect with that little red outfit. And here's another black shoe. Okay. Little tights. And here's another red shoe. And I guess we can call this, I guess I could tag Tracy EclecticWanderings for Show and Tell Wednesday, and Dorie or Dorie's Dollies for Flashback Fridays. There's the other little red shoe. Or maybe, let's see, I can't really tell. But one of these shoes matches it, okay? So, all right. Let's see. Okay, we got some more little tights. You know, back then, little girls love their tights, okay? Because mama loved to dress you in the tights. I remember wearing those tights, and some of them tights was kind of itchy, guys and dolls. If you remember those tights, let me know in the comments below. Well, guys and dolls, that's the end of this haul. I just thought I would share that with you and wish everyone a happy Juneteenth. Make sure you guys and dolls be careful out there if you chose to celebrate. And you know, all right. And I hope everyone is having a wonderful Thursday. You know, tomorrow is Friday, almost the end of the week. Guys and dolls, these weeks are passing so fast. So fast. You know, it will be the end of the month before you know it. All right, guys and dolls, this is how it looks on the top. You know, I guess with age, you know, this is kind of stretched out a little bit, but this is still in marvelous, wonderful condition. Look at the top of that. You can, you know, you can put a little something on the top of that. You know, guys and dolls, they don't make things the way they used to. And I am so blessed. So thank you so very, very much, Ms. Ruth, for thinking about me and blessing me with these wonderful, wonderful dolls. Thank you so, so very much. I appreciate you. And I'm, I'm very glad that I was able to hold my composure and didn't start the ugly crying. And thank you guys and dolls for joining me. And make sure you go over there and visit the ladies that I have mentioned, you know, and leave in my comments. Tell me what you think about my little haul. And I will my little hug in a box, okay? It's not such a little hug. But just let me know what you think about my gifts from Miss Ruth. And have a wonderful day. And remember, only you can do you. Be good to yourselves and to each other. It is very important that we be kind and thoughtful and loving towards each other. And thank you so very, very much. I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by to take a little peep into Irene's Huff doll space and to see what's going on and sharing and liking and commenting on my videos. Thank you so very, very much. And I will see you next time. And if I don't see you tomorrow, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Stay safe and have fun. Bye-bye for now.